Hello, my name is Oak with Oak Astrology School, and welcome to my channel. Today I am talking about the beautiful transit of Jupiter moving into the sign of Pisces. And so Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, also philosophical value, and where we ascribe meaning, is moving into a sign where it has a lot more spaciousness. And so Jupiter actually hasn't been in a sign where it feels quite comfortable for a while, at least for these past 2 years, because it's been in a Saturn sign, which is like really the divine counterpart of Jupiter being optimism and hope and faith, and Saturn being reality and responsibility and dense energy, while Jupiter is actually quite buoyant. So Jupiter in Pisces is probably one of the more buoyant energies because we are going to have access to more faith, to more hopefulness, to more of that energy of what creation is. If you think of the oceans as the seat of all creation, Jupiter expanding that kind of quality, which is going to be really nice for us on a very personal level, as well as in the context of maybe how events happen in the world. So I wanted to address how Jupiter in Pisces is going to affect us personally, as well as maybe some possibilities of what that's going to be like in the collective. This year, Jupiter will be moving into Pisces from May 13th until July 28th. And then it will dip back in and finish up its transit through Pisces from December 30th until May 10th. And so we have these 2 periods of time where Jupiter will actually be transiting through Pisces. And so I wanted to address what that's going to be like on a personal level as well as in the collective. I just want to say that there's a lot of people that are talking about Jupiter in Pisces and how this is such an amazing transit, and it's going to be the seat of hope, and it's going to be so abundant for everyone, and there is truth to that. And also, in the context of where we are in terms of this particular period of time, it's 2021 right now as I'm speaking, and we are still in the energy of 2020. 2020 is the convergence of the conjunction of Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter, and that created a very, very harsh reality that we're still living in. And especially the Saturn-Pluto conjunctions, those are 40-year cycles. So we are still in the middle of the conservatism. We're still in the middle of really looking at some of the harsh realism that is going on within our society, especially structurally. And so Jupiter bringing in an element of faith and hope is not going to take us out of the energy that we're currently in. Saturn as being the current reality that we are always engaged in, what we're facing. And so Jupiter moving into Pisces is actually bringing in more of this potential of possibility. Maybe within culture, we're going to see more opportunities to think and to feel a sense of a way of moving through some of the situations that we have been met with within politics, and also just even within our own personal lives. Shared with Saturn, they are planets of the economy. And typically, the sign that Jupiter is going to travel through tells us the trend of where society is collectively expanding. And so in Pisces, that would mean that this particular period of time when Jupiter moves into Pisces for a portion of this year, we're probably going to see a lot more of the economy moving towards things that are of Pisces nature. So the film industry might actually be more prominent, as well as more things related to foreign travel. Those things might actually open up for a little while. I remember when Jupiter moved into Sagittarius about 3 years ago, I noticed a surge of coaching. And so Sagittarius I noticed that a lot of coaches tend to be Sagittarius, like the coach, the advisor, the person that has all the knowledge. So definitely more things that are going to be more of like the healing arts, and even like things regarding like mental health and spiritual wellness are actually going to also be quite abundant as well. So that'll be interesting to see that as a surge of just collective consciousness expanding, or in those areas, those sectors. Pisces has an association with the oceans. And so it'll be interesting to see how our collective consciousness, or our collective awareness, is actually going to be put towards the oceans. Now, the thing is that Jupiter tends to expand whatever it touches. And the whole idea of, is that going to be a good expanse? We don't really know. But the condition of our oceans is actually quite bad. And so it'll be interesting because Jupiter's transit as it moves into Pisces during 2022 is going to be meeting Neptune. Towards the end of Jupiter's transit in Pisces, it's going to be conjunct Neptune. And so I do kind of feel that there is going to be something regarding our the state of our oceans, the health of our oceans, and that'll be really interesting to think about as well. So oftentimes you're going to hear of Jupiter as a planet of abundance, and that is very true. In the sign of Pisces, it is actually going to be an abundance that comes from within. And so when we think about tuning into our infinite inner world, our infinite abundance inside, how do we access that? Working with the energy this year, you're going to benefit a lot from meditation. You're going to benefit from spiritual works. You're going to benefit from all the ways that you can actually tune into the frequency of the generous heart, right? Like the infinite heart that is connected to the heart of all. Pisces is an incredibly compassionate sign, right? And so think about the harsh reality that we've been in these past 2 years, where we're just witnessing a lot of pain, and a lot of people are not doing so well around the world. And so Jupiter in Pisces actually can bring in more of that tenderness and more of that ability to tune into universal experience, the experience that we are all connected. And that's really important at this time because we haven't really had anything in the sky that denotes true faith in the context of like the heavy Saturn in Capricorn. Even Saturn in Aquarius can be very extremely realistic, and that's not necessarily bad, but I think that to balance out a little bit of brightness, a little bit of hope is actually part of the schedule for the year. And so I'm excited for that. How do we tune into the generosity of our spirit? How do we tune into the generosity of our heart? Meditation, and actually being in genuine service. So finding the ways that we can cultivate more loving compassion for ourselves is actually by being compassionate. And so Jupiter moving into Pisces actually allows us to tune into that, which is going to be such a beautiful, beautiful experience. And that is the reason why Jupiter is going to bring abundance, yes, but we have to cultivate more of that goodness, and we need to be able to share that with others. And so it is not the type of abundance that you just receive. Maybe you'll get a download. Maybe you will start to feel more creative naturally because, it's an energy that we're all going to be in. So we're going to feel it. However, being able to work with the energy because it's already available to us, we may as well harvest it from the cosmos. And that's why doing things like meditation, visualization, even things that involve manifestation, those things are going to provide for you at this time. I'm going to share with you the ways that Jupiter is going to be providing you abundance, this feeling of possibility in your life for this next period of time, throughout 2021 and also through the early part of 2022. So stay tuned. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Aries, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to be offering you abundance this period of time? Jupiter will be moving through Pisces from May 13th of 2021 through July 28th of 2021, as well as it will also be moving back into Pisces and finishing up the transit from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. So this transit for you, Aries, is going to be opening up your potential to connect to yourself spiritually. You're going to be having a lot of growth when it comes to your inner psychology, and you're also going to have this potential of really growing spiritually as well. But what that means is that Jupiter is going to be expanding that subconscious part of you. Sometimes when our subconscious is expanded, we may not like the things that we see. We may not really appreciate or be familiar with some of the voices that start becoming louder, right? Our subconscious being more active. And so this is where working with any type of spiritual healing, working with psychotherapy, working with any type of counselor that's going to allow you to connect more deeply with yourself is where you're going to find the value and the meaning this year. There is also this kind of quality as well where when we're so much more connected to our subconscious, sometimes our mundane reality might feel a little bit bleak. It might feel like we don't want to really be present to all of our earthly responsibilities, and things can feel so dreary in a way. And that really is the idea that there is something that is calling us to connect more deeply within ourselves. And so, yeah, whether it's working with a tarot artist, whether it's working with an astrologer, whether it's working with any type of therapy, even if it's your own creative process, those things are going to be more available to you this year. And that's going to be a beautiful process. Sometimes that can feel, though, is like, everyone leave me alone, or I need a lot of space from the rest of the world. And it's going to be a little bit more internal. I think for you, Aries, like, you've really been in a process for these past 2 years of kind of changing certain attitudes, changing certain perspectives, changing certain ideologies that are no longer really working for you. And so it is a time of renewal when it comes to how you relate to yourself on that spiritual level, which is your core sense of self. And so it is a beautiful transit, especially if you're willing to do that particular work on yourself. And so, yeah, there's a lot of growth that can happen when it comes to developing a new framework that is going to hold your way of seeing the world. So as I was saying, that's something that's really been kind of, that you've been chipping away at, certain attitudes, certain ideas of how you see things in these past 2 years. And now I think that Jupiter in Pisces is actually going to bring you an ability to see things from another perspective, or to solidify a perspective that is actually quite meaningful for you. So I hope that you enjoy this transit, Aries, and bless. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Taurus, how is the Jupiter in Pisces transit going to work for you? So Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Pisces from May 13th through July 28th of 2021, as well as it's going to finish up its transit from December 30th through May 10th of 2022. December of 2021 through May of 2022. And so how will this transit work for you? It's going to provide more abundance when it comes to your community. You're going to be growing in the aspect of who you're relating to. You're going to be meeting people that make more sense for you. So those networks, even your social network, even that relationship to your audience, there is just the natural growth and the natural expansion that's going to be happening for you, which is going to be beautiful. I think you've been really working so hard on your purpose, and really working super hard on just developing a sense of self that you want to share with the world. And so now you're going to start feeling like those opportunities to share yourself with the people that really actually make sense for you is going to kind of be where there's some voluminous opportunity. And so this is actually a really beautiful transit for feeling that sense of empowerment. I think that cultivating your value and cultivating your worth has been something that you've really been focusing on as well. And so that is going to be validated by people that actually really appreciate you. So allowing your heart to be the meter of where do I feel the most appreciative, and also who do I really want to share myself with authentically. Utilizing that as a framework for how you want to operate with the year. Use the transit of Jupiter moving into Pisces from May 13th through July 28th of this year, 2021, to start planting those seeds. Because when Jupiter finally officially enters Pisces and finishes up that movement through that sign, December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022, you're going to start seeing how those ideas that you started developing, maybe reaching out to more people, maybe starting to operate with your social media in a different way, maybe doing more networking, starting to plant those seeds in the beginning of within 2021, and seeing how that is actually going to start really taking root by the time that Jupiter finishes off its transit in Pisces. It is all about your empowerment. It is all about the ways in which you want to empower yourself and also have that beautiful exchange when it comes to the people that are going to show up for you and the ways that you show up for them. So bless. I hope that you enjoy this transit, Taurus, and thank you. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Alrighty, so Gemini, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to affect you? Jupiter will be in Pisces from May 13th of 2021 through July 28th of 2021. It's also going to finish up its time in Pisces from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so this transit for you, Gemini, is going to be amazing. It is a very public transit. Jupiter is moving through the area of life associated with your career. And there has just been such an energy of you needing to choose yourself, continually choose yourself over and over in the past year and a half or so. And so this energy of that when you are going to show up in the ways that you want to share yourself, when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to your public image, there's actually just going to be an overwhelming opening. Like, you do something and you will be received well. You share something publicly and it's just going to be your time, actually. And so allowing this period to just flow for you, allowing yourself to tune into that frequency of possibility and openness is actually just where you're going to be. It's exactly where you need to be. There's just been so much that you've been doing to cultivate yourself in the past year, to continue to learn, to continue to grow. And that's something that will just be pretty consistent. Like, I think that is something that is really important for you in terms of still continuing to develop if you're a business owner, developing your marketing. But there is going to be a moving from the development phase to actually sharing yourself a lot more publicly, or that there is something about notoriety that is actually going to start developing. So enjoy the process of Jupiter moving into Pisces starting from May of 2021 through July of 2021, planting those seeds, because you're really going to reap those benefits starting from December 30, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. So I hope you enjoy your time, Gemini. It is definitely going to be a really good experience for you. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Alrighty, so Cancer, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to offer you abundance this year? So Jupiter is going to move through Pisces from May 13th of 2021 through July 28th of 2021. It's also going to dip back into Pisces and finish up its transit through that sign from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so Cancer, how is this transit going to bring you opportunity? It's going to bring you opportunity in your mindset. It's going to bring you opportunity in places where you can feel expanded when it comes to how you see the world, your spiritual viewpoints, even your political and just your general belief system is going to be growing and expanding. And that can come through learning. that can come through taking a course, that can come through enrolling in a new program that is like really inspiring for you. And Jupiter has a funny way of operating sometimes where the opportunity can just come right to us. You could be walking down the street and stumble upon a book and it could change your life. And those are the kinds of experiences that you might have while Jupiter moves through Pisces for you. And that will be really great because as Jupiter moves through Pisces this first round, so from May 13th through July 28, 2021, you'll probably be planting the seeds, this new venture in what it is that you are learning. Whether it is exploring yourself more spiritually, whether it is a new program, definitely you're going to start seeing those seeds that you plant really start to come to fruition when Jupiter finishes its transit, December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. Now, this idea of your mindset expanding, it is definitely a time that you're going to be thirsty to learn things. Even something as simple as paying attention to your dreams, I feel as though they're going to be a lot more active. And just the process of becoming more learned or more wise, like that's really where you're going to benefit this particular period of time, Cancer. So you've really been working a lot at your mind itself, and you have been trying to kind of balance out how you feel about the mundane reality of work versus how to really do some self-care and take care of yourself. And so I think that this particular transit of Jupiter moving through Pisces might kind of be a medial point in trying to figure out, what is the framework that you want to hold your growing spiritual life and your growing relationship to your own inner world versus just kind of like the boringness of day-to-day stuff, which has been kind of, you've been feeling a little bit of the strain. And so enjoy this process of Jupiter moving into Pisces. I feel like it's going to be really inspiring for you. So I hope you enjoy this, Cancer, and take care. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I'm hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Alrighty, Leo, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to be affecting you? Jupiter is going to be moving through Pisces from May 13th of 2021 through July 28th of 2021. It's also going to finish up its transit through Pisces in December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so Jupiter in Pisces usually brings abundance. And where is this going to be for you, Leo? So your abundance this particular year is going to be in your ability to feel empowered. And so that's going to come through being a little bit more open to how others can support you. And this could actually be that your partner is willing to support you at this time. You've been focusing a lot on relationships. Everything about this past year has been very, very social for you, Leo. And I think that what Jupiter in Pisces is going to bring is the ability to understand that you can rely on those relationships that you have formed, the relationships that you've been working so hard on. They're going to show you that you can rely on them, that it is okay to actually have the relationship to help. And that is also a form of empowerment, like vulnerability as empowerment, as well as just knowing that there's actually just abundance that comes from other people supporting you. And the more that you're empowered in yourself, the more you believe in yourself, the more that you can accept the boons of what other people want to bring you. Because Jupiter is traveling through the area of life that is related to alliances. And alliances, a lot of times, especially in a business perspective, are where a company wants to invest in you, or where someone wants to, invest in you because they believe in the work that you're doing. And so the more that you believe in yourself, the more that you'll be able to accept. And so that is really where you find your abundance this year, Leo. So enjoy this transit and bless. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I'm hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Virgo, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to be offering you abundance this particular year? Jupiter is moving through Pisces from May 13th, 2021 through July 28th of 2021, as well as December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. Virgo, Jupiter in Pisces is going to be activating your relationship life. So when it comes to meeting the right people that make sense for you, really feeling into that connection with those one-on-one partnerships, it can even be a relationship that is coming into your life, which is super exciting. And so Jupiter in Pisces is really going to be allowing more people to come into your life that makes sense, as I said. And what you can do in the meantime is kind of align yourself to the ideal relationship. Jupiter is going to be moving through Pisces, as I said, from May through July of 2021. And so this period of time, you might start feeling relationship-y. You might start feeling that that is where the growth is happening. That is where the abundance is happening. And so you can really lean into that. There's also a possibility of maybe moving. If you are looking to move, this is going to be a better time for you to move potentially, and it might be a move that is associated with a partner. And so let me know how that works for you. It's an interesting energy. I think that when it comes to predicting relationships, when it comes to astrology, there is a lot of different factors that come into play, but definitely there is a ripeness when it comes to relationship energy for you, Virgo. So yeah, if relationships has been something that is quite difficult, for Virgo, relationships are just something that can feel a little bit like, how can I have my even exchange? It might be really good to start doing some belief work around relationships while Jupiter is doing the seeds of while it's moving through Pisces in this particular year, because you might start seeing that kind of come into play a lot more when Jupiter finishes up its transit in Pisces from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Libra, how is Jupiter in Pisces offering you abundance this particular year? Jupiter is moving through Pisces from May 13th, 2021 through July 28th of 2021. It's also going to be finishing up its transit and moving through the rest of that sign of Pisces from December 30th of 2021 and through May 10th of 2022. So 2 periods of time that Jupiter is going to be moving through Pisces and offering you abundance, Libra. It's going to show up for you in the ability to kind of create a structure that holds the things that you enjoy. You have been so inspired in this past period of time, this past year, and that there is just a lot of growth that's been happening when it comes to really being able to be motivated by the things that bring you excitement, really life-affirming things, especially when it comes to your creative process. And so Jupiter in Pisces is allowing you to actually turn that into a working machine. So things like work and your schedule and the ways in which you organize your time are going to start flowing for you. Maybe you're going to be able to take that creative process and actually have it become something that becomes your day-to-day. And so really, really enjoy this transit, as I think that when Jupiter moves into Pisces from May 13th until July 28th of this particular year, 2021, is when you're going to be starting to plant those seeds, where certain creative processes that you've been developing this particular year are going to turn into some type of structural dynamic that's just going to feel like, I can actually turn this into work. And on the subject of work, there's just a more potential that work will start to flow for you. If you're annoyed of coworkers, if you're looking for work, there's going to be work that starts kind of coming in. And so you might start getting busier. because, Jupiter is moving through the area of life that's related to your schedule. So I hope that you enjoy that transit, Libra. There's definitely the oscillation of still cultivating your creativity and finding ways that you can really have that be your day-to-day reality. So enjoy and bless. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is okastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Scorpio, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to be affecting you within this particular year? Jupiter's movement through Pisces will be from May 13th of 2021 through July 28th of 2021. And then it's going to finish up its time through this sign from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so within this time, how is Jupiter going to be offering you abundance, Scorpio? It is going to be through the creative process. And that is everything from being more connected to things that are life-affirming, things that are bringing you joy, as well as things like dating and sex. Those things are also going to be kind of available to you and more abundant in nature. And so this is going to be really fun. It is a fun transit to actually be guided by the feeling of what is actually exciting for me. And the thing is that you have been so focused on your sense of identity, your sense of your roots and sense of your home that, maybe feeling joy has not been as naturally available to you. And so Jupiter's movement through Pisces, while it's pretty short, is going to be a little window into the things that are actually life-affirming, and you're going to be approaching them from such a new perspective because you know yourself so much more at this time. It's going to be beautiful because I think that Jupiter's movement into Pisces is also going to allow you to connect yourself spiritually. So more spiritual connection and more of an availability to feel into how that really relates to your dating life. It feels very creative. So it will be so exciting for you, Scorpio, to move with excitement and move with enjoyment as your compass. It's such a beautiful contrast to where you've been kind of a little bit in the doldrums of sorting family stuff and sorting stuff like really internal, foundational self-questions. And so it will be really nice to be able to explore the things that do make sense for you now that you're also in a different period of time. And so yeah, continue to cultivate yourself, and I hope that you enjoy this transit. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is okastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Sagittarius, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to affect you? I'm so excited for this transit for you. Jupiter will be moving through Pisces from May 13th, 2021 through July 28th of 2021. And then Jupiter will also be finishing up its transit as it goes through the rest of the sign from December 30th, 2021 through May 13th of 2022. And so for you, Sag, Jupiter is actually going to be enlivening, it's going to be expanding your home environment. And so this is definitely the move that you've been waiting for. If you're looking to buy a home, if you're looking to buy a new place, if you're in a place that you're at, but you're literally hating your roommates, that they might just leave and you will have more spaciousness. Maybe you can afford to not really have to rent out the other room. But basically, the energy and the experience of more space is going to be happening for you in your home environment. So, like I said, if you've been looking to buy a house, probably this period of time from May through July of 2021, you're going to start doing that process of starting to look. And then probably by the time Jupiter will finish up its transit through Pisces is when that move is actually going to occur, or the process will start to solidify in a way that is the process is moving along. And so that's really exciting. I think that, this is the great energy for a move. It's also a great energy for harmonizing family dynamics. So it might not have to be associated with a physical move, but definitely when it comes to your personal story, when it comes to your family story, there are certain things that will start to harmonize. If you have a strained relationship with a parent, probably some of those things are going to start to even out, or they might start to change. That your fate will kind of change with that dynamic within this particular transit. It will be also a really good transit for exploring your ancestry, exploring where you come from, and you'll find a lot of meaning in connecting to your roots. So Sag, this is going to be such a beautiful transit for you. I hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much, and take care. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Capricorn, how is Jupiter in Pisces going to be offering you abundance this particular year? Jupiter will be moving through Pisces from May 13th, 2021 through July 28th, 2021. And then it's going to finish up its transit through this sign from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so how is Jupiter in Pisces offering you abundance, Capricorn? You are going to be able to express your communication, express yourself in a much more clear way at this time. So I feel like what you've been focusing on for this past year has been a lot on cultivating new ways to make income and to expand on your wallet, expand on your money. And Jupiter's movement through Pisces is going to allow you the opportunity to start being able to express your ideas in a way that are supporting this new stream of income. And so this is actually going to be really exciting for you in terms of learning new things, learning new ways to express yourself, learning new ways to actually branch out and share your ideas with the world. So whether it's learning a new skill or learning new ways to think about how you want to express yourself, any different types of tools you're going to use to actually to grow and expand your repertoire of how you're actually expressing your form of communication is going to benefit you this year. This can even look like just being more curious about your environment, being more curious about your surroundings, maybe even going on trips as a way to stay inspired through the process of continually learning. That can even look something like taking a class, or it can look like just doing little weekend travels, traveling from place to place and just remaining inspired by keeping your environment kind of fresh. And that can even look like being just very familiar with the environment that you're already in. So like opening up your attitude towards your neighborhood. These are all things that are going to be expanded as your mind's eye is going to be more active this year. So by cultivating the mind, by increasing the way that you're thinking creatively, it's going to allow you to have more of an expanse when it comes to your level of communication, which will ultimately affect the way that you're kind of engaging in the process of making more money, which is really a priority for you at this time. So utilize this period of time from May 2021 through July of 2021 as seedlings of developing new ideas, because they really will inform the way that you're making money throughout the rest of 2021. So I hope you enjoy this transit, Capricorn, and bless. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Aquarius, how is Jupiter in Pisces offering you abundance this particular year? So Jupiter is moving through the sign of Pisces from May 13th, 2021 through July 28th of 2021. Then it's going to finish up moving through this sign from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. And so for you, Aquarius, what this is going to bring you is actually Money. Jupiter in Pisces is going to be stimulating your house of money. And this is actually going to be really good for you because it's going to be offering you new ways of seeing yourself in the context of maybe new streams of income, new ways of appreciating your skill set. You've had such an important year of just being so much more serious about who you are and the things that you represent. So you've been doing a lot of this idea of like personal branding, of like getting to know yourself in a very serious way, in a very in a way that has a gravity, really connecting to the essence of who you are and being able to claim that. And what this has brought you is that now you're going to be able to establish value. You're going to be able to establish this idea of like, well, what does that look like in the context of my wallet? You know, here's my Venmo, here's my Cash App, but like not even that, it's like in a bigger way. It's that there is something developing in a new way of cultivating income for you. So this could look like getting a raise if you are working at a particular job right now, or it can look like, you know, if you're self-employed, like having a new offering that is actually going to maybe bode quite well. And so enjoy the process of the first transit of Jupiter through Pisces, because that period from May through July of 2021 is probably where you're going to be planting some seedlings, some new ideas are going to be developing. Probably won't be right away, but definitely when Jupiter will finish up its transit from, you know, December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022 is really where you're going to start to see those things kind of come to fruition, which is very exciting. There has been a very strong energy of you cultivating yourself a lot more creatively. And so I just feel like there is such a strong sense of empowerment that you're kind of feeling within yourself at this time. And so it's just important for you to really take that, to, as I said, claim it, to be in ownership of all the things that you are and all the things that you've developed. And, you know, be comfortable with being able to state your claim of like, this is how much I'm worth. This is what my service is worth. And so, you know, all the ideas that you're developing right now are probably going to become something tangible that will be a vehicle to create money. So enjoy this transit, Aquarius, and I hope that you are taking good care of yourself. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos. Pisces, hi. How is Jupiter in Pisces going to be affecting you? Jupiter is going to be moving through your own sign of Pisces from May 13th through July 28th of 2021. And then it's going to finish up moving through Pisces from December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. So this period of time, Jupiter is going to be moving through your sign of Pisces. And this is going to be really great for you in terms of just feeling good, feeling kind of expanded, feeling open to new possibilities of how you are actually seeing yourself. As a Pisces person, sometimes it's very easy for people to project their idea of who you are. And as Jupiter, a planet of confidence, is going to be activating you this particular year, it is a great time for you to claim yourself. It's a great time to develop this idea of your personal branding, where you are just really taking ownership of this is who I am, this is what I represent, these are the things that I do. And so your sense of self is going to be a lot more solidified. And so this is going to be a beautiful transit for kind of developing that idea of self, and also just being able to sit in it, to swim in it, to kind of like swim in all your juices, right? So allow this period of time from May until July of 2021 to start developing more of those ideas. If there's things that you want to do to actually invest more in yourself, whether it is a new wardrobe, whether it is a makeover, whether it is just any type of personal development, then that is really, you know, you owe it to yourself. Jupiter is saying yes to you. You know, Jupiter is the energy of yes. So where you are saying yes to yourself is actually where you're going to be guided. And so you'll really start to feel how that transit starts to come into fruition a lot more as Jupiter finishes its transit through Pisces December 30th, 2021 through May 10th of 2022. This is such a beautiful energy where you're just going to be feeling kind of good. And so enjoy that, take advantage of it, make sure that you're really owning your sense of self, because that's really what this energy is bringing you. This energy as well can be really good for career if you take advantage of it. Just in general, there is kind of a feeling that things might start to flow for you when it comes to career matters. It is a quality of, by being more in the fullness of who you are, it could also bring opportunity when it comes to career matters as well. This transit is very much focalized on your sense of self. So there is a need to just be in that really strong sense of, I'm cultivating myself, I'm devoting myself to myself. Because as a generous Pisces, sometimes your energy can be spread thin. And so it might be a really good time for you to just understand that this is a time where you are definitely going to be sharing yourself in new ways. And so this is, it's just such a beautiful energy in the claiming of self. In the past year or so, you've really been letting go of certain ideologies of how you want to appear in general, these expectations that you feel about yourself and who you are in the context of the world that you occupy. And so this is such a beautiful energy in being able to reinvent self and reinvent certain ideas that you've really had to let go of in the past year. So beautiful energy around just a new version of self. There's so much sensitivity that you feel at this time when it comes to the extent of how you feel so sensitized to the condition of the world, especially in 2021 and 2022. So really allow this period of time to catalyze you to kind of embark on this new version of self. So Pisces, I hope you enjoy this transit and bless. If you want to learn more about me and my school, my name is Oak from Oak Astrology School. My website is oakastrologyschool.com. And during 2021, while we have Jupiter moving through Pisces, I am hosting a free prayer group called Bending Reality. We're going to be meeting every Thursday to honor Jupiter, to work with the aspect of divine inspiration and align that energy within us. So thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel if you've appreciated any of these videos.